Hey everyone, what's up? It's your girl Shi'Ree. First and foremost, I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. This is my first Forex analysis of the year 2018, and there are going to be plenty more to come. Now, basically, in this video, I will be doing an analysis on GBPJPY, which is the Great Britain Pound versus the Yen, which is my absolute favorite pair. This is usually the only pair that I trade. But now that I have a free Forex training group, I will start analyzing and more than likely probably trading a few other pairs. But let's get to it. And one more thing before we do get to it, if you are interested in my free Forex training, make sure you visit my website, printingmoneyfx.club. Again, printingmoneyfx.club. Go there, enter your email, and then all of the instructions will be sent to you. And do not forget to add our Facebook group. You can search for it, hashtag Printing Money Free Forex Training and Analysis. Now let's get to it. Again, GBPJPY, this is my most favorite pair, and right here, right now, this is the weekly chart, as you can see right here. And I have this weekly chart up right now because this is forming a very, very nice price action pattern, and this could be a really great move if it plays out the correct way. Again, Forex is risky. Things can go either way, so do not take this as a signal, and if you do take this as a signal, make sure you trade at your own risk and use proper risk management. Now again, this is the weekly chart. I'm going to just break this bad boy down how I would break it down, and you can analyze it yourself and go from there and take it, you know what I mean, into your own hands. But here goes GJ on the weekly chart, and right here it is forming, like I said, a very nice price action pattern. And the price action pattern that GJ is forming currently, let me get rid of these and show you all. Didn't mean to do that. Let's see. Let's just remove that and try this again. Right there. And right there. And we're going to take another one and put it down here. And we can do something like this. So as you guys can see, and this is our main, this is the initial push down. And we will make this one a different line. Okay, so this was the initial push down, which was hard and heavy. Again, this is the weekly chart, so each one of these candles happened at the week. Many of you may know that, many of you may not know that. That's why I'm trying to explain it well enough. But right here, this pattern is called a rising wedge pattern, and this can be a very nice continuation pattern for the long run. It's the beginning of the year. This could be like a possible trade that you can hold for the whole year, and who knows how much longer possibly. So as you can see right here, this is a rising wedge, and I'm going to show you some pictures of rising wedges. As you can see right here, the corrective rising wedge, this is the original push impulse move, the move down, okay? Hits a point, and as you can see, like I had marked on the chart, this looks very similar, right? And right here, this chart is just basically telling you if you are looking to trade this pair, then to measure from here and there, and wherever the breakout is from, trade it to that point. Okay? So right now, if that was the case, we would do something like this. You would take this bottom point to this top point right here, and if it was to break out right here, then you would target this area. Hopefully you understand that. Again, this video, I'm doing this video basically to help newbies understand more so. So if you're more advanced, then you will know a lot of the things I am talking about already. And here's another picture of a rising wedge in a continuation pattern. Look at this. And again, this is the weekly chart. So these candles right here are happening week by week. So this may play out very slowly, but if you play it right, when it does, if it does play out right, you can make a lot of money, because right now GJ is currently sitting right here. And if it comes down to even the low, that is 284. I mean, that is 2,845 pips. Okay, that is a lot of pips. A lot of pips, and you can make a lot of money even on a smaller lot. Okay, so again, these pictures of these rising wedge continuation patterns, again, the original trend is a downtrend, bearish. Okay, the rising wedge, and then what you will be looking for is a breakout of this line. Now you can trade it either way, to where as though you can get in up here, which means where GJ is currently at, and basically have a tighter stop loss, which also is more risk, possibly. Or you can actually wait until GJ comes down a little further and breaks out of this bottom trend line. Okay, and you can wait until it actually retests, and when it breaks out and comes back and retests this line, then you can enter around this area and put your stop loss up here. So if you want to possibly enter now, then you can have a tighter stop loss versus waiting for GJ to come down here and retesting and then having to put your stop all the way up here. But it depends on your own personal preferences of how you like to trade and how much risk and how much you like to risk and how much you do not like to risk. Okay, and again, if you would like to get in now, then you will put your stop above the high, the most recent high, and let it go. You know what I mean? Or you can again wait until this bottom trend line is broken, wait for a retest of the bottom trend line, and then get into the trade. Now that I showed you all that, I want to also break it down to a smaller time frame. So as we can see, what am I doing? As we can see, this is a very, you know what I mean, this can turn around in this area. Alright, so we can come down to the 4-hour chart, and as we can see right now, GJ is near a high. This is the 4-hour chart, and if you were to possibly enter now, it would be pretty risky because GJ has been on a nice strong uptrend. So if you are to enter now, I would personally put my stop above the most recent high and wait for GJ to fall. If you want to be more safe, then what you will want to do is, you see how GJ came and made this high. It made a lower high, so what you want to do is wait for GJ to not knock this high out. You want to wait for GJ. You want GJ to basically do this. Come down here and knock this low out, okay? You want GJ to close below here, and basically when it comes back up and retests, then you want to get in, and that would necessarily means, you see this high would be making a low. Let's say this is a lower high right now. It would create a lower low when it breaks this, and then when it comes back up to retest, it would be creating a lower high. Hopefully you understand that, and if you don't, I will give an example. So right now this is the high. It created a higher low. So honestly, you would be expecting GJ to break this high and continue up. But if this high is not broken, then you would consider this right here a lower high. Okay? Then with a lower high, you are expecting price to create a lower low. Okay, once that lower low is created and this support is broken through, you want to then wait for price, like I said, to come back up and retest this support, while also creating a new lower high, and then you want to keep riding it down. And again, you want to look to your left. So once this breaks this and comes up and retests this, your target will be this area. You are going to target this area. Okay, so price may come down here and bounce back up a little and keep going. It could also come down here and reverse and go back up. So you have to analyze the chart yourself and see and do whatever you feel is right to do at that moment. Okay, if you feel like it's time to get out of the trade, then go ahead and get out of the trade. Oh, look at me, I'm sitting here like, why ain't this working? So as you can see, that is a possible setup there. And another thing that I had also found, which this is running into confluence, like it's more confirmations of a possible nice trade coming along. So one, we seen that on the weekly chart that GJ is creating a nice rising wedge. I also forgot to see the percentage it had pulled back on this original move with the fib retracement. And I also I used to take, sometimes I take my fibs from wick to wick, at other times I take my fibs from basically the closing of the candles, the common close of the candles. So right here we see that it is basically in the 38% area, and this is a very, very what is the word, strong trend continuation area. Okay, so a lot of trends tend to reverse and continue from the original move. Okay, so this is a very, very popular area for trends to reverse and continue. And like I said, now this is the weekly chart. So yeah, this week may have closed in this area, but the next week may close, you know what I mean, back down in this area. It's the weekly chart, so it will take time to play out. But again, you play this right, you will be paid nicely. If you have patience, you will be paid nicely. Someone can take this one trade, if it plays out the right way, again, for like the whole year or whatever the case is, and eat nicely. So again, on the weekly chart, it is at a very, very strong possible reversal area. So keep that in mind. Now let's go back down to the 4 hour. We see that it is coming back up here right now, retesting this high that it just recently made. And I wanted to show you all this. Let's go down to the 1 hour chart. All right, we'll go down to the 1 hour. I'm not sure if you know harmonics or not, but a harmonic pattern is possibly forming on GJ right now. So definitely keep your eyes out on the look. All of these factors are building a nice confluence area, and that's what you want to find. You want to find areas of confluence to put the odds in your favor. Trading is extremely risky. You can lose any trade. As traders, that's something you just have to take when you enter trades, that it may go in your favor and it may not go in your favor, and you have to know when to just take your losses. Okay, but this possible, it's called a bat. As long as this high right here is not taking out this will be valid. Okay, and what we are waiting for is basically this high to not be taken out. Once that high is taken out, we're going to be looking for price to come somewhere around this area. Again, for this bat pattern to be valid, it would not be able to break this high, and it would not break this low. Now, we are at a nice reversal area. Just put it like that. I'm personally already in the trade. I don't have that much risk involved right now because it is an area where it could just continue to push up or whatever the case is. But I am personally in this trade right now. And what I'm looking for again is for this to not break this high. I'm on my low lot right now. As long as this high is not taken out, I may enter a higher lot and wait for this push down. What I'm looking for is for this low to be broken. Okay, at the end of the day, right now, this is at a high. You want to watch this high. If it does not break this high, I would suggest that if you are looking to enter, I would enter as close to this high as I possibly could. Therefore, excuse me, your stop loss can be much tighter. This is not a signal. Trade this at your own risk. So once this high is not taking out, if it is not taken out, you want to look for price to come down to this area. Now it can bust past this area, which is what you would want because this can be a nice long-term trade. But if it was not to break this area, you may be looking for price to come back up because it would then complete this back pattern. With the back pattern, it can come anywhere from 38 to 61.8% and then continue down, or it can just continue up. As simple as that. So that is my basic analysis on GJ. I would definitely take this current area right where it is right now and keep an eye on it. Keep a very, very nice eye on this area as far as GJ. Simple as that. Because this could be a very nice trade. If this trade even only completes this back pattern right now, I can say that this trade can give you around 161 pips. I would say anywhere from 160-ish to 190-ish. That's a nice move if you ask me. It's a nice move if you ask me. So again, if you are interested in my free printing money Forex training, visit printingmoneyfx.club. Again, it's printingmoneyfx.club. And if you have any questions, do not forget to like my Facebook page and send me a message. I look forward to growing this year with you all. Let's print this money. All right, have a great day.